Hello and welcome to Under the Silence. My name is Bianca Moeschinger, and today I want to speak about something that most of us avoid, but never really escape. Triggers. Not the ones we scroll past or suppress with a breath, but the ones that linger in the background. The ones that pull at the seams of our identity. The ones that hold the key to something deeper, truer, more whole. We only find truth when we stop running from our triggers. And in my experience, both personally and professionally, it's these moments, these uncomfortable encounters that bring us back into contact with ourselves. They're not signs that something is wrong, they are invitations, a gentle, or sometimes not so gentle, nudge back to what has been waiting inside us to be felt. Your body remembers. Our triggers carry the memories our mind has forgotten, but our body remembers all too well. They show up when the past and present collide, when a familiar sensation brushes against something unresolved. They are not here to destroy us. They are here to show us where our attention still needs to go. In these moments, the body speaks first. It tightens, pulls back, contracts. It does not lie. What we call a reaction is really a message, one that reveals what hasn't yet been integrated. The more we resist, the more persistently it returns. And yet, when we pause, when we breathe, listen, and ask with curiosity instead of judgment, something shifts. A doorway opens. The trap of comfort. We often confuse comfort with peace, but comfort that avoids the hard truths becomes a cage. We become buffered not only from our discomfort, but also from our growth, our joy, and our wholeness. Real peace only comes when we choose to be with what we would rather turn away from, when we decide that it's time to feel what's underneath. Triggers as feedback. The trigger is not the problem. It's the feedback, the mirror. It reveals the gap between how we've learned to survive and what life is asking us to become. It's the crack in the illusion, the place where light first finds us, if we're willing. Reflections of our inner world. The world around us reflects what we hold within. Our experiences, our relationships, our conflicts, they speak of what we're still carrying. They show us what we've yet to meet in ourselves. Every time we find ourselves in a familiar spiral, a repeated frustration, it's not just about the other person. It's a message, a mirror, a lesson in disguise. Learning to hold yourself. True healing doesn't happen because someone else rescues us. It happens when we learn to sit with ourselves in the discomfort. When we can be with the pain without rushing to fix it. That's where self-trust is born. That's where the nervous system learns a new rhythm. Place a hand on your body, breathe, whisper, I'm here. Do this when the wave arises, when your chest tightens, when your heart rate increases, when you want to run. Stay a little longer. You're not trying to fix anything, you're just being with what is, and that's enough. Why I teach this work. This is one of the reasons why PEAT, psychosomatics and emotional anatomy training, exists. Not to give you more information, not to tell you how to be, but to hold the space, the structure and the support so that you can remember, so that you can feel safe enough to come home to yourself. We at PEAT walk beside you while you learn to walk yourself back into your body, your truth, your timing. My partner my intimate partner, recently asked me why the psychosomatic therapy training was the one that stuck with me when I had rejected so many other teachings from school, my parents, and anyone who tried to tell me who I should be. I answered, because I had to face myself. In a gentle and caring way, I had to face myself. I remember when I first did this course, standing in front of a group of strangers, and they just looked at me, through me, with patience and space. I couldn't look back. I felt so incredibly judged. But the judgment I felt wasn't theirs. It was mine. It was my own shame, my own lack of self-worth, and the unbearable feeling that I was nothing but a failure. At the time, my real estate business had collapsed. All I had left was me, and I believed that wasn't enough. I thought unconsciously that if I didn't reach the goal of what I perceived my parents expected me to become, then I was worthless. But something happened in that room. I met people who accepted me, all of me. They showed me a different way of being, a way where I could sit with the parts of myself I had spent a lifetime running from. Psychosomatic therapy training changed my life, and for that reason, I give my life to this teaching. Here's a question to sit with. What part of yourself are you still running from? And what might happen if you stayed just for a moment and listened? You're not broken. You're remembering. You're not too far gone. You're arriving. And you don't have to do it alone. Thank you for being here with me. If something in this episode stirred a feeling, a memory, or a deeper knowing within you, I invite you to take a moment. Sit with it, breathe with it, and honor what has surfaced. Your reflection matters. And I hope you walk away from this episode feeling seen, softened, and more connected to yourself. To learn more about my training programs or to support this work, visit psychosomaticsанdemotionalanatomy.com or my personal website, biancamoeschinger.com. If you wish to buy me a coffee, you go to buymeacoffee.com/Bianca_Moeschinger. Until next time, stay with yourself. Sit under the silence. Bye for now.